Have you been down to the garage yet?
You mean for the C.O.A.S.T sessions?
Yeah, I had my first one yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but I bet it's gonna mean more unpaid overtime.
I'm scheduled for tomorrow. At least I heard there are some cool new toys for us to play with.
You just gotta take it slow and steady. These things are responsive when you know how to handle them right.
That's what they all say.
All right, settle down. We don't have long to teach you guys the ropes, so let's try to stay focused.
Officer Martinez, call 4342.
Starting to hear some intel from way up the food chain coming down to us. I think there's something big brewing.
Is this from one of your informants?
No, totally different. Only idle gossip right now, but I think it might be USIA.
USIA? What the hell do they want this time?
No idea, but they love kicking the can down the road to us. It can't be good news.
Can you believe this is the same group we arrested for slashing tires on Mexican lorries and shouting about oil?
I know, right? It's crazy. These idiots start off trying to save the world, and now they're officially terrorists looking to end it.
I guess they don't see it that way.
Who fucking knows with these nut jobs? Mark my words, though. We're gonna be dealing with their fuckery for a long time to come.
I only joined the force about a year ago. I don't have the right to feel this shit about everything.
It's not an easy place to work, this city. Take it from someone who's been here far too long.
Officer Foster,
Everything you're
please report
feeling.
to staff training.
I feel it too. I'd be more concerned if you were unaffected by it all.
What do you mean?
I mean, the city is changing and nobody really knows how or why. And that's a very overwhelming concept. It's the nature of the beast. Cities like Los Sueños, they're a living entity. Right now she's angry. And it's our job to do the best we can to keep everything in check until she settles down again.
Yeah. Thanks, Doc. I can do this.
There's no doubt in my mind.
You know what it's like out on those streets. I don't want to hear it, and that's not an excuse. This isn't the first time I've had to have a word with you about following protocol. I respect you, and you know that I think you're one hell of a cop, but you have got to follow the rules. I can't have my officers going around all gung-ho like some mindless vigilante group. No, we needed a break in this case to jump on this before it got away from us. I found it, I ran with it. We caught the asshole behind everything, and with all due respect, sir, I won't be made to apologize for doing my damn job. And with all due respect to you, Detective, I'm just about done hearing this for one day. Get out and go home. Take the next couple of days off while I decide what we're going to do about this.
Come on, you bastard.
This old thing is even slower than most of the people we arrest.
Yeah. The place doesn't feel the same without Bradford.
No, it doesn't. I feel bad for his old man, too. Everybody knows him. Retiring and moving away was the final straw.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for that family. Has anybody heard from Junior since the whole, locker room incident?
No.
I really think these changes are gonna mean something good for all of us. This city is finally on the up.
Keep dreaming, kid. It takes a long time and a lot of effort for things to change.
I know, but I have a really good feeling about this. Things are changing, finally.
Now don't go getting your hopes up. Nobody around here is gonna be able to put them back together for you.
Heard you got a nice little stockpile of new gadgets and gizmos back there. The sort of toys we don't normally get to play with.
Hell yeah, you heard right. Best part is we've got even more coming in. Downside, however, is it's gonna be a fucking nightmare to store it all.
Oh, come on. There's a ton of space back there, and besides, I thought they were opening up that back store there for you too.
Oh, there's more than enough space for the weapons. It's all the other stuff. Patrol boats, diving gear. The regulations around storing all the oxygen tanks alone is enough to give me a migraine the size of my balls.
So, a small migraine.
Very funny! Remind me not to give you a peek back there anytime soon, smartass.
Aww.
What the hell do you know about it? Get your hands off me before I slap your fucking teeth out of your mouth!
Sorry, man. No offense. I was just joking. I didn't mean anything by it.
I don't care. Stay out of my fucking way from now on.
Goddamn homeless situation in this town is getting out of control. I saw a family living in a fucking tent just 3 blocks from my house.
Tell me about it. There's 2 on my street, right next to where the kids ride their bikes. I mean, I've got sympathy for them, but it seems like they're migrating to the city.
Nah, man, it's this city. This place just doesn't give a shit about the people. It eats you alive and spits out these broken shells. Just take a look at all the vacant homes and abandoned buildings. There are options. The city just doesn't care.
I grew up in this city, had a wonderful childhood, but I can't think of anything worse than raising my children in this place.
How can this happen to our hometown compared to everywhere else? Why us? I panic every time my 2 kids go out on their own, and they're fucking teenagers.
I know what you mean. And the problem is that it doesn't seem to be getting any better. I was talking to Sally just the other day about the possibility of taking our ball and moving out to the East Coast. I have some family out there.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. The wife's been talking about having kids for a while now, and I'd love a couple of them. But this city's what's holding me back. Feels like I'm held hostage here in so many ways.
There's no shame in it. We're not the captains of this sinking ship. We've done all we can.
I just don't know about this whole gig anymore, man. It isn't what it used to be.
What the hell did you expect? The city's been going to hell in a handbasket for years. Now more than ever with all this political shit going on.
I signed up to do my part, to help people, and make my community a better place. Who the fuck are we helping now? I don't even know who we're really protecting at this point.
Look, I know it's not easy, but ultimately figuring this shit out isn't our job. And even if we had the answers, who's gonna listen? We just have to keep showing up, keep fighting, and trust that it's making a difference.
I don't think I've got any fight left in me, man. Especially when I don't know what I'm even fighting for.
I don't get this city. There was overtime again last night to cover some upper-class celebration or another.
Oh yeah, they offered it to me, but I couldn't take it.
It's easy money, but how can there be such blatant extravagance on one street while the rest of the city is eating itself in poverty? I mean, some of these areas are one more blow away from cannibalism just to stay alive.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Get another couple years under your belt and you'll see it. Once that point comes, you just don't give a shit anymore. Come in, do your job, take your money, and wait for the chance to retire. Get the hell out of Dodge.
When I signed up for this job, I never realized there would be so much paperwork.
I know what you mean. I thought I would just be out on the street all shift, just, well, upholding the law, I guess.
It's definitely a different gig to what I signed up for, especially with how the city is right now. I mean, I wanted to make a difference. Really, I'm just spending half my time pushing papers.
True, but the paperwork matters. Because without it, nothing will ever happen to the people we bring in.
So, what you're saying is that the more paperwork we do, the better we must be at our jobs?
Exactly. It's like a badge of honor.
Yeah, I like it.
What do you think of the new cooperation agreement with C.O.A.S.T?
I'm not impressed. I mean, it's not like we don't have enough to do in this city. Now we gotta watch the fucking water, too.
Exactly. I don't see them stepping up to help us out on the streets.
Did you hear that they're finally giving this place a bit of a makeover?
I heard something about that, yeah. It's about time this whole place got shown a little TLC.
I know what you mean. There's no word on what they're planning. But I've heard, it's something big.
Who knows? I'd be happy with some new lockers. Maybe a gym?
It doesn't matter how hard we work or how much we care. None of it makes a damn bit of difference.
I don't know.
Things aren't all that bad around here. We're just the unfortunate ones who have to deal with the darker side of life in a city.
You keep telling yourself that. Neither of us has been here long enough to know how deep the shit smell goes. I shouldn't sound so bitter so early. Maybe I'm just a realist, but I just cannot see for the life of me how we're gonna change the city for the better. We're outnumbered and outgunned, and if I'm being honest, these people are far more enthusiastic about this city's downfall than we are to uphold it. Least of all, protect it.
Maybe they want us to be demotivated about our jobs. Maybe we shouldn't allow that seed to be planted.
Didn't think about it before I joined up, but now that I'm here every day, it's impossible not to see it.
Yeah, this used to be Los Sueños Central Station back in the 70s. My grandpa used to work on the trains. That's how he and my grandma ended up settling out here.
Not gonna lie, I'm just counting down the days at this point. Never thought I'd become that guy. But here I am. Roll of retirement.
Still got a few more years myself, technically. But I'm looking at cashing in my 401k early. This job just ain't what it used to be. It's making me, I don't know, bitter.
Fucking A. Tell me about it. I'd rather stock shelves to top up my money than stick around here much longer. If the rookie era me heard this, he'd be disgusted.
Don't blame yourself. There are too many games being played these days. We're just caught in a power struggle. I was saying similar to the wife last night about stocking shelves somewhere. She didn't try to talk me out of it. She's been wanting me out of this job for years. Mortgage is paid. Kids are all grown up and moved out. I don't need to put up with this shit anymore.
Know what it's like out on
The lawyer called yet? Hey. Hey, I'm fucking talking to you, dickhead. You ain't got nothing on me, and you fucking know it.
Your lawyer's on the way.
Good. Best you go back and get ready to kiss my dick then, because I'm gonna be walking out of here before the day is done.
Like some mindless vigilante group. Think you're a real tough guy, huh?
Don't you? Show me how tough you are when we're not separated by a cell.
The fuck you gonna do?
As soon as I step out of this cell, I'm gonna slap you around like you my bitch.
Like some mindless vigilante group.
Yeah, keep talking, you fucking bird. We'll see if you're still that tough when you're bleeding out in some back alley in the 213.
I found it. I ran with it. We caught the asshole without following protocol.
I see you, you know. Don't pretend you can't see me. What? You think you can look at me in here? Ignore me? Lock me up? Then pretend I don't exist? I've got rights. Don't act like you can't hear me, lapdog. I know you can hear me. When is my lawyer getting here? Hey! Hey! I'm talking to you!
When you least expect it.
Take the next couple of days off while I...